Hello, I'm Ashley from Through the Loop Yarn Craft, and today I am so super excited to bring you one of my most requested patterns, the Fairbrook Beanie. This beanie is the matching hat to one of my most popular patterns, the Fairbrook Scarf. To make this beanie, you'll need approximately 120-130 yards of horse weight yarn. Today I will be making the teen adult small size. I used Bernat Premium in Evergreen. However, you can use your favorite worsted weight yarn. I will be using a size 5mm crochet hook and a 6mm crochet hook. We're going to do the brim with a smaller hook. And of course, you can use a pom-pom at the end if you would like, but you don't have to. This pattern I have it rated at an intermediate level because it does use post stitches. However, as a beginner, getting to learn post stitches is always helpful. And it's always fun to learn something new. If you're looking to do other sizes, the premium PDF copy of this pattern is also available with child, adult medium, and adult large on Etsy and Ravelry. And of course, the free written pattern, which is in teen and adult small size, is available on my blog. All of that will be linked below. So if we're ready to make the Fairbrook Beanie, let's grab our supplies and get to work. All right, so we will be starting the brim as we're doing a brim up beanie with the 5mm crochet hook. We're going to start, of course, with our slip knot. And we will begin by chaining 7. And 7. We're going to do the brim with half double crochets. So we're going to half double crochet in the second chain from the hook and each chain across for a total of 6 half double crochets. And 6, and there we have the first row of our brim. For the teen adult small size, we're wanting it to fit approximately a 20 to 20 inch circumference head. So we're going to do the brim for about 18 inches. So the amount of rows you want to have a total of 18. For me, that was about 36 rows. However, it might be a little more or less for you, and that's okay. You just want to get the measurement. That's more important than the row count. So we will start at the end of row 1. We're going to just chain 1 and turn to start the next row. For the ribbed look, we're going to crochet into the back loop only. So instead of going under both our loops, we're going to just go into this one, and that will give us that ribbed look. So we're going to half double crochet in the back loop only of each stitch across. And we have a total of 6. Doesn't look like much on that side. But if we chain 1 and turn, you can see where we're getting that ribbed look. So now we're just going to continue that again, I'm going to do my measurements was for the 36 count for rows, but the important part is to make sure to get to the around the 18 inches. So if you're a row more, row less, that's okay. Just make sure we get the right measurements. So continue that, and I will meet you back here. Hello. So I have completed my 36 rows for 18 inches, and now we are ready to join the bag. So you just want to bring the two ends up together, and just like so. And we're going to go work in between, slip stitch across, going through both. So get through both the loops on that side and the loop on this side, and just slip stitch them together. And do that all the way across. And then the last one on the end. And sometimes I like to do 2 slip stitches in that last one just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then chain 1. And then what I like to do is, you can kind of see the seam, so I find if you flip this inside out, it makes it a little less noticeable. And there's our brim. Now we're going to get started with the body, but we're going to switch to the 6mm crochet hook. So I've got my 6mm here, and we're going to start by crocheting around the brim for the first round of the body. It doesn't matter where you insert your hook, you just want to make sure they're evenly spaced across. For the body, we do want multiples of 4, and I added a couple extra just to give a little extra room. So what we want to crochet around is a total of 40 half double crochets around. So you can just, again, it doesn't really matter where you insert your hook, just try and keep them as evenly spaced as you can, and get 40 half double crochets all the way around. And just continue that all the way around. So I've got my 40 stitches around. So we're just going to slip stitch to the top of the first stitch and chain 1 to begin round 2. So round 2, we're just going to half double crochet in each stitch around for a total of 40 half double crochets. And I've got my 40 half double crochets. So again, we're going to slip stitch to the top of the first stitch and chain 1 and move on to round 3. Round 3 is going to be our first round using the front post double crochet. So we'll go through that step by step. So we'll begin with a half double crochet in the first stitch and in the next 2 stitches. So 3 half double crochet. Now we're going to do a front post double crochet around the half double crochet from round 1. So this would be the next stitch, but we're going to do it in the one from round 1. If you're not certain which one, go back to round 1 and count to the 4th half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over and do our front post double crochet around this one down here. So insert from the front around the post, yarn over, pull that loop through up around that post. Make sure you get some slack on there. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through all. And that's our first front post double crochet. Now we're going to do another 3 half double crochets. Now the trick is here, you don't want to go into the stitch behind your post stitch. You want to move to the next stitch, otherwise you'll end up with too many. So skip the stitch behind the post stitch and half double crochet into the next. And for 3 total. And then we're going to do a front post double crochet into the 4th one from row 1 again. And we're just going to continue that all the way around. Continue that around, and I will meet you at the end of round 3. We're going to end the row or the round with a front post double crochet in that last stitch from round 1, and then slip stitch to the next first stitch to close your round. And we are then ready for round 4. For round 4, we're just going to half double crochet in each stitch around again, and this is the first round of our repeat rounds. So round 4 and 5 will be the 2 rounds that we repeat. So go ahead and do a half double crochet in each stitch around, and we'll meet right back here. I've got my 40 stitches, and we will just slip stitch to the top of the first stitch and chain 1 for round 5. So again, round 5 is the second of our 2-row repeat. We will be going back to using the post stitches, but this time it'll be much easier to figure out where to put them. So again, we're going to start with our 3 half double crochets in the first 3 stitches. And our front post double crochet is going to go around the previous front post. So there you can see it's much easier to get into and find for these ones. And then we'll do our three half double crochets. Remember, don't go into the one right behind it. So I am done with round 5, and now you can see where our front posts are starting to grow. And if you're familiar with the Fairbrook scarf, you can see it looks just like the scarf does. So now we're just going to repeat row 4 and 5 until you have a total of 12 rounds. We're going to end on a repeat of round 4, which is just the half double crochets, before we start getting into our decreases. So go ahead and continue until you've completed round 12, and then we'll come back and start doing the decreases. Now, if you do like your hat a little bit longer in the body and want a little more space, you can do a few extra rounds of those repeats to add some height to the hat. So go ahead and I'll meet you right back here for round 13. All right, I'm done the 12 rounds total and we're ready to start decreasing. So we're going to begin by doing a half double crochet 2 together. So start like you're doing a half double crochet and then yarn over again, go into the next stitch, pull up your loop, and then go yarn over and pull through all the loops. So we're just turning a two half double crochets into one half double crochet. Then we'll do one more half double crochet, and then our front post double crochet. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. So a half double crochet, 2 together, a half double crochet, and then our front post double crochet. So we're going to repeat that all the way around, and this time we will end with a total of 30 stitches. And again, once you're done, round 13, you just slip stitch to the top of the first stitch and chain 1, and we will work round 14, which we're just going to do a half double crochet in each stitch around for a total of 30 stitches again. Now we're done round 14, ending with our 30 half double crochets. We're going to go to round 15, and we're going back to the decrease and the front post double crochet. This time we're just going to do a half double crochet 2 together, and then move right into our front post double crochet. So we're taking out that extra half double crochet we did in round 13. So half double crochet 2 together, and front post double crochet. And for this round, you want to end with a total of 20 stitches. So once we're done round 15, round 16, we're just going to half double crochet around again for a total of 20 stitches. So moving on to round 17, we are at our final decreasing round. So this time it might get a little tricky. We're going to do a half double crochet, front post double crochet, 2 together. So we're going to start with our half double crochet and then yarn over, make your front post double crochet, pull up your loop, then yarn over. You'll see we have 6 loops on our hook, pull through 3 loops, and then pull through the remaining 3 loops. And that is our half double crochet, front post double crochet, 2 together. We're just going to repeat that around for a total of 10 stitches. So half double crochet, pull through 3 and pull through 3, and just repeat that around. Great. So the hard part's over. Now we're just going to do our final round, round 18, and just 10 half double crochets all the way around. So once you're done round 18, you'll slip stitch to the top one last time. And then we're going to tie off, leaving a nice long tail. And pull that through. And then we will close the top of the beanie. So with your yarn needle, we're just going to weave through the top of the opening. Just back and forth under that top stitch. All the way around. And then once you've made it all the way around, we will just pull that closed, nice and tight, and then pop this through the top into the inside, where you can weave your ends in and secure the hat. A quick tip too, if you're using a pom-pom and you need to sew a button on the inside for the pom-pom attached to, you can use this inside string or tail to sew on your button before closing that off. And there you have it. That is the Fairbrook beanie. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to check out Fairbrook scarf for the matching set. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel so you'll be updated every time I have videos tutorials out, and hop on over to the blog and check out all the other free patterns I have on the blog. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you love the Fairbrook Beanie. I can't wait to see how yours